This tutorial is going to cover how to sign up to a free web host, 000webhost.com, basically for free MySQL and PHP web space, and then configure it with Dreamweaver CS5. The purpose of this is that you can create an interactive website. So the first thing I've done is gone to the website, 000webhost.com, and there is a free sign up option. So if you have a look on the site, you've got, order now and the free option. So I'm just going to click on that. Sometimes this does take a little bit of time. The purpose of using this site is that it enables you to basically upload the work to the website and test it fully online, but it means you can work on it from a variety of locations and check it, such as if you're working from school, at home, multiple computers. It's always available and you can fully test and develop the database yourself. There's no needing to manage lots of little files. So we're just going to choose our own subdomain, and I'm going to call this ICT example. And so we've got a basically free location. You need to enter in your details. And then the email addresses, and then passwords, and then all capture details. Once you've got this, it comes up with the list of the sites that are attached to this. It does send a email verification, basically to your email address, so I'm just going to go through and check that. You've got to click on the link and then it will come through as confirmed. Okay, so now we're in the account. I'm going to click on the email we've got and then the confirmation button to connect the site and authenticate it. What you notice is this site is now in the building status. This should only generally take a few seconds. So generally if I refresh the page, it's now in the active site. So when I click on my domain link, it now goes through to the actual site. Obviously it's coming up with the default web page because I haven't actually put the information onto the actual website at this point. Now I'm just going to go back to the main site, and what we have is the control panel, the C panel, which enables us to edit all the settings of the website. The most useful sections are going to be the file manager, where you can manually upload and download files. So if you're in an area where FTP is blocked, you can manually upload files that you've edited and created. Or you've got the view FTP. Later on we'll look at how to configure MySQL databases in PHP using PHP but our main section for this is going to look at the FTP details. So these are what we need to link in with Dreamweaver. So if we go into Dreamweaver, we go Files, and we're going to create a new site. So we're going to Manage Sites, New, give it a name, example PHP site, choose the location where you want to keep all the files. Generally best to keep these in a network location, usually not on a USB. The servers, this is what we need to add so that we can actually upload our files to the website. So, we'll go in name, 000 web hosting. When you connect using FTP, the address is that FTP hostname, the root directory, public _HTML with the web URL. We don't actually need that piece on it. Just the root directory, public HTML, because that's the folder where we upload all the web files. And then we need to copy the username, which is not what you'll use to log into the server, and then password should be the same as what you use to connect. Obviously at this point what we want to do is test the server and connection, and this can take a few sections. Hopefully if everything's working properly, we'll say it's done. We can save our site, and done. Now in the files menu we've got two options. Get gets all the information that's currently on the web server, downloads all the files. Can take a bit of time to establish that connection, and will tell you all the files and what it's actually going to do. So this does take a bit of time, so often it's a better idea to only download the files you want. So So I've got this default PHP file, which was that page before that we could see. So this is what is actually on this information here. What I'm going to do, back in Dreamweaver, go to my files, I'm going to delete that. And then make a new file. And I'm just going to do some basic PHP on this. So index.php will be the default one it looks for. Give this message. Off this web page. And add a little script. So I've just added in a very simple script. It basically just gets, today's sort of date. Obviously, when we're doing these dynamic files, because it automatically changes, won't actually show up. So what we're going to do is publish that to the website by clicking on the put files. Saying wants to put dependent ones, so let's just do a yep. And then it takes a bit of time just to upload the files. Okay, so now the site's basically live. Obviously we can't really use the preview and explore options because it's now uploaded on the site. So what we need to do is flick over to the website, refresh the page, and what we've got is what I've typed in, my first web page, and then that PHP code which has worked out tomorrow's date for us, and that will dynamically change. So what we now have is a basic website that we can create, test, anything like dynamic websites that change depending on what we actually want to display. That concludes this tutorial of basically setting up a website that will enable you to use PHP and MySQL in the future to create interactive sites. And more importantly, it is free.